Hello students, welcome back again. Myself Adil Hussain Sheikh, Assistant Professor Automobile Department LJIT, and welcome to the lecture series of Automotive and Combustion Engine Technology. As we had a discussion regarding in our previous lectures regarding stratified charge engines, as well as we had a discussion regarding turbocharge in SI engines, and we had a also discussion regarding gasoline direct injection system. So today we are going to start our new chapter, particularly in our subject regarding controlled auto ignition system. So let us start with the basic parameters. In this particular chapter, we are going to discuss about what is controlled auto ignition systems, right? How it works and which are the basic approaches to achieve controlled auto ignition systems, and how controlled auto ignition system are different with stratified charge, as well as we can say that SCCI charge, as well as we can say that MPFI and CRDI body. So we will going to discuss in this particular lecture series. Okay. Another discussion is in this particular sub chapter we are also going to discuss about principle of auto ignition combustion in the gasoline engines. Remember that we are also going to discuss about GDI systems in auto ignition body. Okay, basically control auto ignition occurs only in GDI systems, right? Second thing, in this particular chapter we are going to discuss about approaches to auto ignition system, right? How can we achieve control auto ignition in particularly combustion chamber, because it is not easy task to achieve auto ignition in particular combustion process, because there are lots of parameters directly concerned with the combustion process. Okay, and in upcoming lectures we are also going to discuss about operations and control of GDI body with particular auto ignition system. So these are the basic content of this particular chapters, and in upcoming lecture series we are going to discuss about all these point in one by one. So let us start with the introduction topic, right? So in particular, CAI combustion was the first demonstration and achieved by in 1970s era, because there are so many issues of partially burn, as well as we can say that misfire and partial loading operating conditions. So in 1970s era, basically control auto ignition developed in two-stroke engines, right? Remember that in upcoming in earlier days we have a two-stroke engines, but there are so many problems of two-stroke engines like thermal efficiency, mechanical efficiency, as well as we can say that main and mostly problems occurred in two-stroke engines is scavenging process, right? So in earlier days, control auto ignition achieved in two-stroke engines, and then after innovation by innovation, we can say that control auto ignition implement in four-stroke engine very significantly, and very, we can say that it's a very high reliable nowadays in four-stroke SI engines, right? Basically in two-stroke engines we are facing issues of poor scavenging, as well as we can say that there are so many stances of hot residual gases. So it is quite difficult to achieve maximum efficiency in two-stroke engines because of this poor scavenging and residual gases systems, right? So further in research, CAI body directly developed in the four-stroke SI engines, right? And however, due to the inherent problems with the conventional two-stroke engines, most research on CAI body directly carried out in four-stroke engines. Okay. Meanwhile, we can say that basically there are so many issues in two-stroke engines. So because two-stroke engines have a poor timing systems, as well as we can say that in two-stroke engines mainly one of the biggest problem is the scavenging process. Scavenging is directly concerned with the upcoming air-fuel ratio, and with the help of poor scavenging we can get less efficiency of fuel. So nowadays we can also see that two-stroke engines are totally eliminated in market in automobiles, and we have all the systems in about four-stroke engines, right? And further in introduction we can say that control auto ignition is the lean combustion mode, and we had also discussion regarding combustion modes. We have basically three basic modes. First one is the ultra lean mode, second one is the stoichiometric mode, and third one is the power mode, right? So CAI is operating in very lean combustion mode, and it does not require the necessary of a lean exhaust gas after treatment on the gasoline engines. Means we can say that in this particular body, we can not using any after treatment gases, right? So we can also reduce the weight with elimination of after treatment devices. This is the main advantage of the CAI body. In this CAI body, we are not going to use after treatment residual gases, right? Second thing is that CAI usually use in VVA technology. VVA means variable valve timing. Okay, variable valve actuation. We can say that it's a variable valve actuation to achieve the control of air charge masses, right? And we can also control on gas compositions and temperature, right? It ultimately helps to reduce the pumping losses and also reduce the throttle losses. Okay, basically we can say that with the help of lean boost system, we can directly eliminate pumping losses, and we had a discussion regarding pumping losses in previous lectures of stratified charge, how pumping losses reduce in particularly stratified charge body, and we had also discussion regarding throttle losses, because throttle body injection is the main part of the any combustion process, and if we reduce the throttle losses, ultimately we can gain the efficiency of the particular combustion process, right? So in this particularly CAI body, we are using VVA technology. VVA means another time I will tell you, VVA means variable valve actuation system. Okay, and most important thing is that CAI significantly improve fuel economy, and also we can say that reduce the NOx systems. See, whenever we are using lean boost direct system, at that time there are many issues of NOx in our exhaust, but in CAI body we can improve the fuel efficiency, and we can also reduce the NOx from the upcoming exhaust. Okay, now mainly CAI research was summarized by Zhao in 2007, and you can also refer as Zhao for the CAI and SCCI engines, and we are in current semester we are also going to use particular this book from particular ACET subjects, and this research was summarized by as Zhao in 2007. Now let us discuss the features of the CAI body. See, every system has its own features like SI body, CI body, and in particular SI body, MPFI system, VVT system, VTVT systems, and in CI body there is a CRDI systems. Okay, so all system have its own features. So let us discuss features of CAI body. First and most important feature is that it's involve lean homogeneous mixture. Okay, and we have to remember that petrol engines always works on the homogeneous mixtures, and in petrol engines if we get lean homogeneous mixture, it's a very significant achievement for automotive industries, right? So CAI body directly run on the lean homogeneous mixture. Okay, second thing is the as we had a discussion in previous slide, NOx emission is very negligible in particularly CAI body, and most important thing is the in our CAI system our engine running on the very lean formation body, so there are minimum chances of soot particles in particularly CAI body, and also we can get the benefit of the homogeneous mixture in this particularly CAI body, so we can also reduce soot particles as well as we can reduce NOx emission in particularly CAI body. And most and significant advantage of the CAI body is the high fuel economy. Anyway, there are so many disadvantages of this particular system also, so we have to calibrate all the systems very carefully, otherwise there might be a chances of misfire, or also we can say that there might be a chances of power loss in particularly CAI body. CAI is basically introduced by Daimler Group in their cars. We can say that CAI engine is fitted in the Mercedes Benz. Also we can say that in Daimler Groups, CAI also fitted in so many other cars, particularly in Daimler Groups. Okay, and with the help of this CAI, we can also significantly achieve maximum fuel operational limits. Okay, so this is the main advantage of the CAI body. Now, most important thing is that we can use high octane rating fuels in particularly CAI body. Okay, you have an idea regarding octane ratings and cetane ratings, and with the help of this high octane rating, we can get the maximum fuel efficiency on maximum power output, right? Okay, so this is the main advantage of the, and this is the main features of the octane fuels in CAI body. Active radial combustion is one of the main technology developed by the Honda cars, in particularly with CAI body. Another thing is the PCCI, pre-mixed charge compression ignition, right? It's also directly used in the CAI body. And last one is the ATAC, active thermo atmosphere combustion, right? This is directly used in the CAI body. So these are the major technology used in the CAI body, and this is the main features of the CAI body right now. Nowadays we are using in CAI system, right? In upcoming lectures we are also going to discuss approaches of CAI body and fuel comparison with with second generation engines, or also we can say the stratified charge engines and SSI engines. Till date, stay home and thank you.